Shalom and welcome to another in our series of podcasts from Temple Beth Am, a dynamic center for conservative Judaism in Los Angeles. This is a recording of a Shabbat sermon by Rabbi Rebecca Schatz.
When a child is born, we hope that the parents feel that this new life is a gift from God. Sometimes the gift was hard to come by. Sometimes the gift was a surprise. And in challenging circumstances, the gift might not be right for this moment in the parent's life. However, a safe, healthy birth resulting in a safe, healthy baby is often colloquially stated to be a gift from God. I wrote here without knowing anything about Leah's birth story, but your dad and I were on the same page, or the history of your arriving on this earth. I know that today your family and friends recognize so many of the ways that you are a gift from God. You are kind, intelligent, strong-willed, a complex thinker, and deeply connected through love and devotion to your family. Leah, you taught us beautiful Torah about seeing the humanity around us. Whether easy or difficult, seeing is the first step to action and repair. God in the beginning of your parsha does not see that there are needy people on God's earth, and yet just 8 verses later changes course and says, oh yes, not only are there needy people, but it is the responsibility of those seeing them to take care of anyone in their midst. There's another beautiful piece of Torah that never stood out to me before, but on the occasion of your bat mitzvah allowed me to see the beauty in this connection to your Jewish soul. The last 2 verses of our parsha say, 3 times a year, all of your people shall appear before God in the place that God will choose, on Passover, on Shavuot, and on Sukkot. They shall not appear before Adonai empty-handed. A person with the present of his hand, or of her hand, with a blessing to Adonai your God that God gave you. So 3 times a year, we come to a place that God has designated, and like any good guest, we show up with something for God and a blessing. Or is the blessing from God? It's unclear from this final verse of the Parsha what the gift is and if the blessing is included and if the blessing is given or received. If we break down the verse word for word, which will not sound syntactically perfect in English, the word with should actually be like or as. A person as the gift of their hand, as a blessing of Adonai your God that God gave to you. Again, not perfect in English, but a beautiful concept that God foresees all people to be a gift and a blessing. The Shnei Luchot HaBrit, a 17th century commentator named Rabbi Isaiah Horowitz, says the 2 letters kaf, meaning like or as, in front of the words kematanat and kevirkat, are a reminder that when we give a gift, we should never feel that we are giving away what was ours in the first place, and that we are therefore truly generous, meaning that what we are giving is as if it was our gift or our blessing to now give to God. Rabbi Horowitz continues that whatever is at our disposal was given to us by God. King David expressed this idea already when he said in Chronicles, "For everything is from you, God, and it is your gift that we have given back to you." Leah, you know that a bat mitzvah can be as little as waking up on your Hebrew birthday and continuing to live Jewishly. But more often than not, our young Jewish adults choose to show gratitude for their tradition and upbringing and do something to thank their community, their family, and their teachers for the ability to continue. The gift of tradition, of religion, of family custom, of skills, of learning is not one that everyone receives or continues or chooses to continue. However, it's so clear, Leah, that you recognize these elements of your life as a gift. The gift to connect to ancient texts through learning trope, the gift of sharing your heart through words of Torah, the gift of standing here and choosing to continue your Jewish identity. How do I know these are gifts? Because as Rabbi Horowitz taught us in his commentary, you gave them all back today. Not to give them up, not to say, okay, now I'm done, but to show that this is the first step in a journey of Jewish adulthood and growth. You learn tropes so you can continue to read. You shared words of Torah so you can feel mastery of Jewish learning and so much more. When the people go to the temple on these 3 holidays to give a gift to God in relationship, it's just like the gift you gave us today, or the gift of God that is a baby. It is continuation. It is relationship building. It is recognition of receiving those gifts in the first place. So the gifts in the temple aren't actual gifts. They are points of recognition and relationship. You, Leah, are a gift to our community, a gift to your family and friends, and a gift to our people. And now, as a bat mitzvah, you will use your gifts that have been fostered in you through those who love you to uplift your community and your world that much more. Mazal tov, and what a blessing it has been to enjoy your gifts.
You have been listening to another in our series of podcasts from Temple Beth Am, a dynamic center for conservative Judaism in Los Angeles. If you enjoy these podcasts, we invite you to write a review on the Apple Podcast site or wherever you get your podcasts. For more information about Temple Beth Am Los Angeles, go to tbala.org.